So, so this, for this video call, this presentation, we just need to discuss and see what everyone have for the individual papers, and just compare it and decide on what parts of each paper to put for the final assignment. So, basically all of us have like similar, not similar, but like almost same thing because we discussed it and think same thing. But I changed a little bit after we discussed something because I went back and read the paper again.
I did the same actually.
Yeah, because I thought the general manager was the good guy, but then I read it again, and he's the one who's messing up the sales. Both managers, the junior managers, they're doing their work and they are doing whatever they can to run the company. But the general manager, he's the one who's not putting like the steps and like the proper steps for the process. He's the one who's like telling the owner of the company not to hire like higher education and stuff. But like you need education. Like first we discussed that you don't need bachelor's. But I still agree with that. Like you don't really need the degree, but there are like some degrees, like the communications degrees for undergrad that you might need because it's a communication degree. So you would need that for sales, and I think so I changed a little bit around that. Everything else is the same thing about like our training program is the same thing, and how we're gonna fix it is same thing as we discussed. But that's why I changed. I think it was my last paragraph, because I think he wasn't performing, and there was one argument that said that he's been with the company for past 10 years. But still, experience counts. But like, if you're not putting effort into your work, it doesn't really mean anything. Because if you look at the data, it's like we discussed this last time we had a conference too. Like it just went down to 2%, so that's really bad. From 10%, you really go to 2%. That's not stable. So
yeah, I read your last paragraph actually, and what's funny is I just said the exact same thing, that he should be fired. And then even though
because he should, you can go ahead.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with that. I stuck with what we said, but
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah, no, it's okay. But no, I agree. So we can definitely not include anything I said about him in the conjoined paper.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you can go ahead, because I said the same thing because I read it and it said that the main thing when we read it first time, the main thing that stuck with me that was he was with the company for the past 10 years and he was doing work with the owner. So I thought he's the good guy and he knows what he's doing because he's been with the company for past 10 years. So like, what could go wrong? But then I went in and read it again. So then I realized that he's not making right decisions from his position. So the people he's hiring, they're doing their work, but the management is not proper.
Okay, I agree with that actually. I think we should stick with the format you and I have, because Elaine, obviously, you just need to add the address and everything. That was it.
Oh, yeah, everything else looks good from her. She just needs to add the address and like the company name.
That was literally the only thing.
Okay. Yeah.
What was I going to say? I'm really glad we actually all stuck with the same idea though, like the same, like body structure and everything. Like for the most part, it goes through the same flow through every single person's paper. So it's kind of nice because it won't be hard. I was thinking we can do a Google document and then we can all just add and delete whatever we want to it. Just because that'll be a lot easier to because we can literally copy and paste paragraphs from each other's, and then we can go in and then say, oh, well, this sentence sounds better or whatever like that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea.
Because that way we can all work on it on our own time too, and it gives us a chance to, it's not till Monday not till Monday night, but at least that we can all go in, I have work and stuff, and I'm sure everyone else does and has stuff to do. So we can all go in on our own time and kind of pick what we want and whatnot. Like, plus we have our group chat anyways, so we can.
Oh yeah, because I had like
Yeah, too.
2 midterms to take, so I'm like pretty busy right now. I had to go on an interview in like half an hour, so it's really messed up. So yeah, that's why I was like kind of sorry about like I was just kind of rushing it because I like at 10 I have an interview,
Oh,
like
no.
America, half an hour from my house. So
No, that's fine. We'll be fine. So it says, yeah, so we can, everyone was really similar, like very, very, very similar.
yeah, that's what I'm looking at. It's because that's the thing. Once you discuss it, that idea stays in your mind. So naturally, you're gonna put the same thing. So yeah, but that's why I was just gonna put the same thing. I actually did put that the 2 managers should be fired, not the general manager. But then I'm like, let me go back and read it one more time. So I read the whole paper again, and I'm like, yeah, this does not sound right because the both managers, they're doing their work. Like they are not doing something wrong. They're following what they were ordered to do. But the general manager is just ordering them some weird stuff, like not giving them proper work to do or not giving them proper guidance on how to approach a customer or how to
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're saying we're gonna keep the 2 women and just get rid of the general manager, but the 2 women are gonna stay. Okay.
And then, let's see here. Oh, one thing it says though that we really need to keep in mind is that for right now, obviously all of our papers are different because it says I would suggest, I think this, I think that. One thing we need to keep in mind is keeping it says one unified voice. So make sure that we're just one voice rather than like we should put we, like that kind of thing.
Okay, yeah.
yeah, because
I think I even put it in mine too. I put my company and like, I think Elaine, you did. Yeah, you did too. You put my company.
I said
So did I. I did the same thing and I should have just put it as we because it would have made it a lot easier.
oh yeah, I mean we can just go back and correct it. It's not I and we. Yeah.
It won't be too hard to do that, but that is one thing you do need to keep in mind there. What else here?
Yeah, because you're representing the company, so yeah, you're not like this is not first person based.
Yeah.
Person.
Yeah, and what else? So we'll keep, because it really doesn't matter for address, we can just put whatever there. I'm gonna start a Google document right now so that we can all just add to it and whenever time we want.
Yeah, sure. It's due on Monday night, right?
Yeah.
All right. I'll finish it before that.
Yeah, we'll have time over the weekend to just go in and, yeah.
Yeah, like, see, I'll probably work on it like Sunday night because that's the best time for me, even a little bit tonight. But
Yeah, same thing. Because I have work tomorrow and Sunday, so. Yeah, I have really tight, like this 4 or 5 days are really bad for me because I have work tomorrow, Sunday, and I have to still study for 2 midterms and also have to do the Unit 3 paper.
I know, oh my gosh, I know. It is a lot right now. Okay, let's see where I can add you guys.
Are you making Google Docs or?
Yeah,
Oh, sure.
that way, it'll just be easier that way.
Yeah, and you have our emails, right? You can just email the link and it'll be faster.
Yep, okay.
How do we get to it? Is it like I just type in Google Docs to?
You'll get an email,
Oh, okay.
and then,
Yeah, she'll just email you the link, so just click on the link and everyone will have the same page for the document. So it's really fast, to be honest with you, because it's like everyone is working on their own time and everyone, like, you can work on it online so people can see while you're doing the work on it, so it's better.
Okay. Yeah, I think I've done it before, but it was a while ago, so I couldn't remember how to get to it.
Oh yeah.
yeah, you'll get an email, and then, as soon as I can find your emails here.
You want to send us the email again?
Yeah, can you send it in the group again, just so that way it'll be easier for me?
We're sending you our email address?
Yeah,
Okay.
it doesn't matter which one, just whatever one you want, and I'll put it on here.
Okay.
Got it.
1 second. I want to use my Google one, but I forgot it. Okay, I have it.
Yep. Got it.
Okay. And I'll upload this video to YouTube again when we're done.
Perfect. People should get it. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, just for now, just to have it, is I'll just put up whatever address I had. Just so that it's there, and it gives us a base to go off of if we're all okay with that. I think all of us did like the letter format rather than, the other format anyway, so that's fine.
Yes, I'm over here deciding for the name of the company.
It doesn't matter, I don't care. I literally put Consultify Consulting.
Let's do that. That sounds good.
Okay.
I literally didn't even come up with a name. I was just like, our company.
Hey.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter for that. Okay. That's better. Okay. So that's done. So that way we can just go in there. Like doesn't really matter whose we use of what, because since we were all on the same page, it worked out really well. Obviously, we're going to stick with, are we sticking with firing him?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay, so
that sounds better because I'm not doing his work.
yeah, no, I agree with that. I put that too anyways. I didn't even put, like, you put relieved of his duties. I was not that nice.
I mean, you have to be nice to the owner of the company.
I'm like, you should just fire him.
No. Yeah, I was just trying to be professional, so really with his duties, but.
No, that's a good way to word it.
Okay. Yeah, I literally put, he should be fired. Like, it is well understood that he's been with the company for a while, but time does not translate to success.
That's true. That's really true.
Okay, so we'll stick with that. All of our intros are very similar to just saying that we just need to introduce our company, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then say, like, kind of make a statement like, you should start using, like, these guidelines.
Yeah.
And then, okay.
We should, everyone has introduction paragraph, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, Aline's looks like good. She has a nice paragraph, so we can use that.
Okay.
Mine is good, but like, she has the company growth rate, and I also use that for our example for firing the manager. So I mean, we'll edit it. But
Yeah, I'm gonna put hers there for now.
Yeah,
And then we can go through it and just edit it all afterwards.
Yep.
Just to have something.
Yeah, because for the last paragraph, I gave an example because in the paper it says like, give an example of why you think we should take this step. So that's why I just give an example that is not like under his direction, the company's not going that well. So that's why I just use that number. But I mean, like, yeah, we'll do something about it.
Okay. Alright, is there anything else we need to discuss?
I think that this will be all, or yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because
because headphones are very, we had a really good first discussion, so there's not much else that needs to be said. They were all very, very similar. So what I'm going to do is then, since Elaine, your paragraph is already there, and our little address and everything is already there. So we can go through that and start working on that and then just keep building from there so we can keep pulling from everyone's papers for each paragraph. Like, I think even everyone has the same, yeah, literally everyone has the same process too. Like, all the way down until, like, what was this? I mean, your last paragraph was really good too. Like, your company being dedicated, great at our job, successful, honest, and hardworking. I'm gonna put that in there because that's really good. But I'm gonna just put it there, and I'll put above it, conclusion, an intro, and that way we can kind of work from there. Okay.
Yeah, it says we had to draft for the final meeting. I checked our email, so we just had to draft the team response during the meeting. Post the URL to your team meeting group, discuss the war. We should upload the URL to the discussion board.
I think.
And put our video on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do that right now, so when we get off.
Okay, are we good then?
Yep, I think we're all set.
Post a copy.
Perfect, we can chat in the group chat if we need anything too, and then we can all just kind of work on it.
So just read it. We had to post our team document to the group discussion board, and also post the URL of the team meeting. You went to it, right? We had to do that on the discussion board too. So,
Yeah, no, people, the team had it done by like 5 o'clock on Monday, if that's good for everyone, 5 or 6.
Okay.
oh yeah.
Because I'm gonna probably be done putting stuff in by like Sunday night, Monday morning. So,
Yeah, I'll probably do it Sunday night or Monday early morning because I work till 8 on Monday.
okay, yeah, because I work until 12 on Monday, so I won't be able to upload it. If one of you guys can, that'd be great. Because I don't want to have to set a deadline, because like, I'm gonna be, like, the latest I'll be able to work on is 2 o'clock on Monday,
Paper.
so, okay.
Wait, where do we upload the paper to? The discussion board?
Blackboard,
Discussion board.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll
and-
remember to do
I
that.
suppose the discussion board too.
In the chat anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, are we all good?
Yep.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, good luck on your interview.
Yep.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.